Hello Nigerians, you're welcome to NNH. My name is Winifred Beriko and we're out here on the streets again to get Nigerians' opinion on the trending headlines on the daily newspaper. Like on the This Day newspaper, you'd see where Aisha Buhari apologizes to Nigerians that her husband did not meet Nigerians' expectation. And on Daily Trust, you see where Custom sacks over 2,000 officers for corruption. Let's check the newspapers to get more information and listen to Nigerians.
She's apologizing because she's mother of the nation, and we sincerely accept her apology because we expect much more from the president, but we have to bear it. The time factor now, time is we are running out of time. Just 7 months left now for the president to hand over to the new government, and the incoming government we believe they will do much more as far as we are concerned.
Quite all right. All kudos to Madam Truss, who quitted one of the most powerful positions in the world just because she cannot deliver on her mandate. We can see this can be done even in Nigeria. With profound respect to the former Senate President, Dr. Bukola Saraki, we can see he almost practicalized it in 2015 to 2019 when he emerged as the Senate President. We can see Senate Bukola's former then Senate President Bukola Saraki was under the party, he came in under the party of APC and he was elected as the Senate President of the 8th National Assembly under the party of the APC. But we see along the line, he fell apart with the executive arm because he looked at it that what the executive arm were doing is not in line, is not in tandem with what he want to do in the legislative arm of his term, you understand? And we saw it, he had even the executive at ransom, thereby making the executive to understand that there is separation of power, there is independence of power within the three arms of government. So it can happen in Nigeria.
It's not. We didn't want to accept the apology of his wife because the apology is not. It's coming late. Like now, look at everywhere is not even going well. That people are dying and no apology. Like immediate apology. Like, okay, look at the flood in different states. Bayelsa now, like everybody. No food, nothing. You can't even visit those places and show concern that this is what is happening. Sorry for this thing. We are doing so and so to make sure that okay, this flood this water is diverted to so place. Nothing. You are not even showing concern at all. It's just like this man is not even watching the news, seeing our suffering. He's not even reading the papers to even know if we are even a Nigerian or not, if we are actually living. I'm just sure he's just there as figure eight. So the apology is not even coming handy, as in it's not what we want. This is not now. Actually, we want something good, we want something better. At least let the country work out. If you know your husband can't deliver, tell your husband that if you know you can't do this, step down for someone else that can do it.
Unfortunately, it's a very sad thing what happened with the NSAS, and I don't know enough, but I think we can get there. All we have to do is make sure this year our voice is heard and continue. It's a continuous thing, but we have to stop accepting nonsense.
There is a whole lot to learn from the Prime Minister of Great Britain, Truss. But the truth of the matter is that we can never by any chance expect the crop of leaders we have here in Nigeria to be that civilized. All right, we are very crude, there's no doubt about it, but the earlier we wake up, the better for us, because that goes to show the woman is a person of integrity, a person who understands that her capacity, it is not in any way going to solve the problem UK has at this present time, and as such she had to step down to give room for another person who has what it takes to come up and do the job, because the core responsibility is to do the job. You see, the politics we play here is different. We play politics of making money, trying to get some things. It's our own, it's our time. Just like a popular saying, they say, Milokan. That is the popular politics we play here. But in a developed clime, there is no such thing as our tongue. The people is all about the people, and once you are not ready to solve the people's problem, you give away and somebody else comes up. So there is something to take away from there. We can learn. It is not a rocket science. You see, these things are perception. It's just that we have a systemic problem that has eaten deep into our bone marrows, that will have allowed systemic corruption to get into our bone marrow, that we want to die.
I think the apology came very, very late. And due to the problem that Nigeria have been encountering for the past years. In fact, we never knew this government will fail to this extent, especially coming from the change that we clamored for. But in 2019, we thought that we'll give the government a chance. But unfortunately, what we got was not what we expected. So, unfortunately, she apologized. But to me, they say better late than never. But it came late. It came late. Most especially the insecurity. Because security of lives and property, I think, is the foremost responsibility of a responsible government. Because if your life is not secured and your property are not secure, then what is government for? When they say government is for the people, by the people, and of the people, so what are we talking about? So at least if you can, before you look for a livelihood, your life must be secured. Then now talk about the economic hardship that Nigerians are passing through. In fact, it has never been easy for every Nigerian. It has never been easy. Even the rich are crying too. So you can imagine for one to pay house rent, school fees, don't talk of 3 square meals. In fact, 2 square meals is so hard now. So to be honest, it's quite unfortunate. It's as if the elites have forgotten the masses, because we have people who make law, we have people who interpret, but unfortunately, things have not been the same in Nigeria. We only hope for the best.
So we've heard from Nigerians about their opinion on the headlines of the daily newspaper. Some of them accepted the First Lady's apology, others said it came too late. So why not make a date with us tomorrow, same time? This is Nigeria News, and my name is Winifred Oberiko.